Have you ever caught yourself saying, "Oh, I'm just getting old," when you misplace your keys, feel a new ache, or struggle to remember a name? It's easy to fall into that trap, isn't it? We live in a world that often paints aging as a steady decline, a winding down, a time when our minds and bodies inevitably betray us. It's a narrative that can make you feel diminished, like your best years are firmly in the rearview mirror. This pervasive idea that getting older means giving up on vitality, learning, and joy is one of the most painful realities many of us face. It quietly whispers into our ears, telling us we should just accept less, expect less, and do less. But what if I told you that much of what you've been led to believe about aging is not only false, but actively holding you back from living your fullest, most vibrant life right now? There's a secret many don't realize: the limitations we often attribute to age are frequently the result of widely believed myths, not biological inevitabilities. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 powerful aging myths that are making you feel old, but are totally, unequivocally false. We'll expose these misconceptions and show you how to reclaim your energy, sharpen your mind, and rediscover your zest for life. Stick around, because watching to the end will reveal something that will truly surprise you about your own potential. Let's dive right into the very first myth, one that causes so much anxiety and worry for so many of us: the idea that aging automatically means cognitive decline and memory loss. We're bombarded with images and stories implying that as the years tick by, our brains just naturally start to fail us, that forgetting things becomes the new normal, and that sharp thinking is reserved for the young. It's the fear that your mind, once a bustling city of thoughts and memories, will slowly become a quiet, empty street. This myth is not only disheartening, but it's fundamentally inaccurate. While some changes in cognitive processing speed can occur with age, significant memory loss and cognitive decline are not an inevitable part of healthy aging for most people. Our brains are far more adaptable and resilient than we'd ever been led to believe, possessing an incredible quality called neuroplasticity. This means our brains can continue to form new connections, learn new things, and even grow new brain cells throughout our entire lives, well into our 70s, 80s, and beyond. Think about it this way: your brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it can get a bit rusty. But if you challenge it, if you engage it in new ways, it stays strong and can even get stronger. The idea that we just lose our mental faculties is often a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if we believe it, we might stop engaging in activities that keep our brains sharp. The truth is, many factors influence cognitive health, and many of them are within our control. For example, engaging in lifelong learning, whether it's picking up a new language, mastering a musical instrument, learning to paint, or even just regularly doing crossword puzzles or Sudoku, actively builds new neural pathways. It's like building more roads in your brain's city, making it easier for information to travel. Social interaction also plays a huge role. Conversations, group activities, and staying connected keep our minds active and provide mental stimulation that solitary activities often don't. Even something as simple as changing up your routine now and then, like taking a different route to the grocery store or brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand, can provide a novel challenge for your brain, forcing it to wake up and pay attention. Don't let anyone tell you your brain is old news. It's still capable of incredible feats. Now, let's tackle another pervasive myth that truly holds so many people back: the belief that you're simply too old to start exercising, particularly to build muscle. So many of us have heard or even internalized the idea that after a certain age, our bodies are on an irreversible downhill slide. We might think that lifting weights is only for young people, or that we're too frail, too stiff, or too prone to injury to even consider anything more strenuous than a gentle walk. This myth often leads to a sedentary lifestyle, which ironically accelerates many of the very problems we associate with aging, like weakness, balance issues, and a higher risk of falls. The truth is, our muscles, regardless of our age, retain an incredible capacity to respond to resistance and grow stronger. This isn't just about looking good or being able to lift heavy objects. It's about maintaining independence, mobility, and quality of life. Consider the science sarcopenia. The age-related loss of muscle mass is a real phenomenon, but it's not inevitable. It's largely preventable and even reversible. Study after study has shown that individuals in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can significantly increase their muscle strength and size through consistent strength training. You don't need to join a gym and start bench pressing heavy weights right away. You can begin right at home with simple bodyweight exercises like chair stands. Just standing up and sitting down from a chair without using your hands. Or wall push-ups, where you push against a wall. Even using light resistance bands or small hand weights, like soup cans, can make a significant difference. The key is consistency and progressive overload, meaning you gradually challenge your muscles a little more over time. This could mean doing more repetitions, adding a bit more weight, or increasing the difficulty of the exercise. Building and maintaining muscle mass improves your balance, making you less likely to fall. It strengthens your bones, helping to prevent osteoporosis, and it boosts your metabolism, which can help with weight management. It also makes everyday tasks like carrying groceries, getting up from a low chair, or climbing stairs feel much easier. Don't let that voice in your head tell you it's too late. Your body is ready to surprise you with its resilience. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about empowering yourself to live freely and confidently. So, if you've been thinking about getting stronger, know that your age is absolutely not a barrier. Now that we've debunked the myths about your brain and your muscles being in irreversible decline, let's move on to some equally important misconceptions that might be holding you back from truly embracing your life's next chapter. Continuing our journey to dismantle these age-old notions, let's talk about the deeply ingrained myth that suggests your best years are unequivocally behind you once you reach a certain age. This myth often manifests as a feeling of melancholy, a sense that the exciting adventures, the opportunities for growth, and the peak of happiness have already passed. We might hear people say, "Oh, I'm too old for that," whether that is starting a new hobby, pursuing a long-held dream, traveling to a faraway land, or even finding new love. This belief is not just limiting, it's profoundly unfair, robbing people of the joy and fulfillment that can absolutely define later life. The reality is that later life offers a unique and incredibly rich set of opportunities, perhaps even more so than any other stage. You often have more time, more wisdom accumulated from years of experience, and a clearer sense of who you are and what truly matters. Think about it, many of the pressures of younger adulthood, like building a career or raising a family, may have lessened. This opens up space to explore passions you never had time for, to give back to your community in meaningful ways, or to simply enjoy the simple pleasures of life without the constant rush. Countless individuals have started entirely new careers, written their first books, launched successful businesses, or embarked on incredible journeys well into their later years. Vera Wang started designing wedding dresses at 40. Grandma Moses began her celebrated painting career in her late 70s. Colonel Sanders didn't franchise Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was 62. These aren't isolated anomalies. They are testaments to the fact that creativity, ambition, and the capacity for new beginnings are not dictated by a birth certificate. Your unique experiences and perspectives, honed over decades, are invaluable assets. They allow you to approach challenges with greater resilience, appreciate beauty with deeper understanding, and connect with others on a more profound level. Instead of looking back with longing, consider looking forward with anticipation. What have you always wanted to try? What skills have you wished you had? What causes are you passionate about? This stage of life can be a powerful time for reinvention and discovery. A true second act, where you get to write the script for yourself, free from many previous constraints. Your best years are not a fixed point in the past. They are waiting for you to create them, right now, in the present moment, and stretching into the future. Embrace the wisdom and freedom that comes with age, and redefine what best truly means. Now, let's move on to another myth that too many of us simply accept as a given: the idea that you just have to accept aches and pains as a normal, unavoidable part of aging. How many times have you heard someone say, or perhaps even said yourself, "Well, my back just hurts because I'm getting old," or "These creaky knees are just what happens when you age"? It's a comforting, albeit incorrect, excuse that often leads to inaction and unnecessary suffering. While it's true that the wear and tear of life can accumulate, and conditions like arthritis are more prevalent with age, chronic pain is not an inevitable companion to growing older. In fact, attributing all aches to age often prevents people from seeking effective solutions that could significantly improve their comfort and mobility. The reality is that many age-related aches and pains are often due to factors that can be managed or improved. Lack of movement is a huge culprit. When we become less active, our muscles can weaken, our joints can stiffen, and our circulation can suffer, all of which contribute to discomfort. Regular, gentle movement, even just a daily walk, can do wonders for joint flexibility and muscle strength. It's about finding activities that work for your body, rather than avoiding movement altogether. Simple stretches. Yoga, swimming, or Tai Chi are fantastic for maintaining range of motion and reducing stiffness. Furthermore, inflammation plays a significant role in many age-related pains, and what we eat directly impacts inflammation levels in our bodies. Adopting an anti-inflammatory diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats, while reducing processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, can make a noticeable difference in how your joints and muscles feel. Staying adequately hydrated is also crucial, as water helps lubricate joints and keeps tissues healthy. Don't forget the power of good sleep, which allows your body to repair and regenerate. And critically, don't hesitate to consult with healthcare professionals. Many aches can be traced to specific conditions that are treatable, whether through physical therapy, targeted exercises, medications, or other interventions. Ignoring pain or simply dismissing it as old age means missing out on opportunities to alleviate discomfort and live a more active, fulfilling life. Your body is incredibly resilient and capable of healing and adapting. Regardless of your age, don't resign yourself to living with constant discomfort. Explore the many paths to feeling better. Just because a symptom is common with age doesn't mean it's normal or that you have to endure it. Now that we've debunked the myths around your life's best years and managing physical comfort, let's move on to two more powerful falsehoods that could be holding you back from truly flourishing. Let's now turn our attention to another deeply rooted myth that can isolate and frustrate older adults: the notion that older people can't learn new things or adapt to modern technology. This belief suggests that our minds become rigid with age, incapable of grasping new concepts, especially anything involving screens, buttons, or digital interfaces. It's a stereotype that often leads to older individuals feeling left behind, reluctant to engage with the rapidly evolving world, and sometimes even ashamed to ask for help. But this couldn't be further from the truth. As we discussed earlier with neuroplasticity, our brains are lifelong learners. The capacity to acquire new skills and adapt to new environments persists throughout our entire lives. While it might take a little more time or a different approach for some, the ability to learn is absolutely still there. Think about the incredible changes many of you have lived through, from rotary phones to smartphones, from black and white television to streaming services, from handwritten letters to email. You've adapted to enormous technological shifts throughout your lives, often without even realizing how much you've learned along the way. Learning new technology, whether it's setting up a video call with grandchildren, ordering groceries online, or using a smart device to control your lights, offers immense benefits. It fosters independence, keeps you connected, and opens up a world of information and entertainment. The key is to approach it with curiosity rather than fear. Start small. Focus on one task or one app at a time. Many communities offer free or low-cost classes specifically for seniors interested in technology, often taught by patient instructors who understand common hurdles. Don't be afraid to ask younger family members for help. They often enjoy sharing their knowledge. Remember, every time you successfully navigate a new app or send an email, you're not just mastering technology, you're actively building new neural pathways in your brain, reinforcing your cognitive agility. You're proving that age is no barrier to intellectual growth and adaptation. Don't let anyone tell you that you're too old to learn a new trick. Your brain is an incredible learning machine. no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. Finally, we come to a myth that can be particularly painful and isolating: the belief that as you age, you naturally become lonely or isolated. This myth suggests that friendships fade, social circles shrink, and a sense of solitude is an inevitable companion of later life. It's a stereotype that overlooks the incredible resilience, wisdom, and capacity for connection that older adults possess. While life changes can certainly impact social dynamics, such as retirement or the loss of loved ones, loneliness is not a predetermined outcome of aging, and there are countless ways to foster deep, meaningful connections at any age. The truth is, many older adults report high levels of social satisfaction and engagement. Instead of passively waiting for connection, actively seeking out opportunities for social interaction can make a profound difference. Consider joining local clubs or groups that align with your interests. Whether it's a book club, a walking group, a gardening club, or a volunteer organization. Volunteering, in particular, offers a double benefit. It provides a sense of purpose and meaning while naturally connecting you with like-minded individuals. Community centers often host a variety of activities specifically designed for seniors, from fitness classes to craft workshops to social gatherings. Even small, consistent efforts can add up. Making a regular phone call to a friend or family member, attending local events, or simply striking up conversations with neighbors can strengthen your social fabric. Technology, which we just discussed, can also be a powerful tool against isolation, allowing you to connect with friends and family across distances through video calls or social media groups tailored to specific interests. It's also important to remember that quality often trumps quantity when it comes to social connections. A few deep, authentic relationships can be far more fulfilling than a large circle of casual acquaintances. Prioritize people who uplift you, share your values, and bring joy into your life. Don't let this myth dictate your social life. You have the power to cultivate a vibrant, connected existence at every stage. Human connection is a fundamental need, and your capacity for friendship, love, and community doesn't diminish with age. It simply evolves. So, there you have it: 6 pervasive aging myths that can make you feel old, but are fundamentally false and limiting. We've talked about how your brain remains incredibly plastic and capable of learning, challenging the idea that cognitive decline is inevitable. We've dismantled the myth that you're too old to build muscle or get stronger, highlighting your body's remarkable capacity for adaptation. We've seen how your best years are not behind you, but rather await your creation in the present and future. We've challenged the notion that aches and pains are just a normal part of aging, encouraging you to seek solutions and embrace movement. We've highlighted your incredible ability to learn new technologies and skills, proving that age doesn't limit intellectual growth. And finally, we've countered the idea that loneliness is an inevitable part of aging, emphasizing the power of active connection and community. Remember, this aging is not a process of decay, but a journey of continued growth, wisdom, and discovery. Small, consistent shifts in your mindset and habits can make an enormous difference in how you experience this incredible chapter of your life. Don't let outdated beliefs or societal stereotypes define your potential. You have the power to shape your own narrative, to embrace new challenges, and to live with vitality and joy every single day. Your experiences, your wisdom, and your unique perspective are invaluable gifts that only grow richer with time. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you ever believed one of these myths? What have you done to challenge it in your own life? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. Your wisdom might just inspire someone else. And if this video resonated with you, if it gave you a renewed sense of possibility, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We're here to share more empowering content that helps you live your very best life, vibrant and full of purpose, at every age. Thank you for watching. And remember, live your best life right now, at every age.